All right, good evening, everyone. This is Adam Schomer, producer of Heal, and we're doing the 6 p.m. meditation here on Instagram. Every week, we're here at 6 p.m. to do breath work and meditation. Again, Adam Schomer, producer of Heal. Heal created by the amazing Kelly Gores. And just a shout out to the whole team that makes all this happen, the newsletters, the social media, the podcast. Amazing. So today we're going to do something special. We do pranayama, breath work, for about 10 minutes, 3 different pranayamas. And then we'll go into the quantum field, if you will, the Mahaprana, the great consciousness, however you want to call it. And we'll do we'll set some seeds there in the field, as well as do some healing. So I actually did this earlier today on the Zoom meditation that I lead. You can, if you ever want to be involved in the Zooms, you go over to adam.yoga and you can sign up for the email list, and we do some free Zooms on different days, different times, and it's really powerful. Sometimes 80, 90, 100 people from all over the world. So let me know where you're joining in from all over the world here, and we'll start in about 1 or 2 minutes. And in the meantime, find a nice seated position. And nice, can be on a cushion, can be on a chair, probably not laying down for this one. And I'm here in Los Angeles. It's a rainy day in LA. We always love to get a little bit of rain. Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Excellent. My sister's over in Lancaster. I don't know if that's close to Bethlehem. Bhutan, Yudin from Bhutan. My gosh, I love Bhutan. I got to spend a couple weeks there. I just thought I remembered a Bhutanese word, but I don't know. Tushi something. I don't know. Tushi Gala. Malaga, Spain. Wonderful. Lockport, New York. Selena. Wonderful. Nice to see. Byron Bay. Natural Lizzie. I love Byron Bay. Sweet. I lived in New South Wales for 6 months during college. Got to visit up there. Montana. Good. The OC. Sri Lanka. Amazing. Sharon. All over. Sunshine Coast, Australia, finding nature. Wonderful. Sunshine Coast. There's a Sattva sanctuary there. Sattva is where I studied in India with my master or guru, Anand Malhotra, in Sattva, the Sattva Center in Rishikesh. And there's a Sattva Center also in the Sunshine Coast there near Brisbane area. All right, let's do it. So go ahead and close the eyes, and we'll come into a nice tall spine. Actually, before we do that, let me explain one of the pranayamas we'll do. So it's easier to explain now versus when we're in it. It's called Shuka Shunya. So Shuka Shunya, it's an alternating inhale. It's a little difficult to explain, but so we do 8 inhales, but it alternates nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth. So inhale, 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 inhale. Okay? Makes sense? So it's alternating nose inhales, mouth inhales, nose inhales, mouth inhales to make 8 short inhales. Then we pause the breath, focus at third eye. And then the exhales also exhale nose, alternate exhale mouth. Exhale nose, exhale mouth. Exhale nose, exhale mouth, exhale nose, exhale mouth. That's Shuka Shunya. Pause and then exhale. So when we do this, this really has the effect of changing the brain waves, especially if you're stuck in thought or stuck in patterns. It really switches up the patterns, creates space, allows for new neural pathways to be wired. And then after that, we'll do a breath of light, which really starts to expand. So Amrita breath first, then Shuka Shunya, then breath of light today. And those other ones are easy. So go ahead and close the eyes. Nice tall spine. Happy to be with you. And the way we start is including, so we're always building this, idea, this muscle of awareness. So there's nothing to push away. We're not trying to silence the mind. That just starts to happen after a while. A calmness sets in. It's the effect of doing a practice, okay? But you don't have to force it to happen. So start by just including any sensations in the body. We're growing the awareness, not pushing everything out of the awareness. So include also any sounds in your area. It could be the rain, could be airplanes, could be a refrigerator, whatever. It's fine. We just include them all. Doesn't have to be perfect. Also include any thoughts or feelings that might be with you from the day. Yeah. And then also include in the awareness, include the earth. And then also include the air. So just a sense of it. And then include also the sun, the stars. So again, you don't have to try too hard. Just whatever comes. If you feel it, see it, whatever. And then also include prana, consciousness. You might call it the force or chi or life force. This thing that animates life. Consciousness, prana. Beautiful. And then we connect to that prana through this breath of nectar, amrita breath. So you sip in through the mouth slowly, like sipping in this consciousness, this prana, like sipping through a straw. Then you pause the breath, the attention comes to the forehead, the third eye. And then you exhale through the nose. We do this for 3 minutes, simple. Sip in through the mouth, connecting to the prana, or consciousness. Pause the breath, third eye, and exhale through the nose. Keep that going your own pace. Keep it going. If the mind, comes up or you find yourself in thought, no problem. As soon as you become aware of it, this is the thing you strengthen. The positive reinforcement of, I became aware. Good. Doesn't matter if you were thinking for 2 minutes, honestly. Positive reinforcement to the awareness, and then just come back to the breath and keep practicing again. Right? You cultivate in this essence the awareness. Cultivate stopping the conditioned mind from running, choosing to come back to breath, and this grows over time as a skill. About 30 more seconds. And thoughts still come, of course. The skill is to be able to recognize if you need to think about it or not. That's what happens. Good. One more inhale. And then exhale, release. Just check in for a moment. So the eyes are closed still and you just check in and notice any shift. Great. Now the Shuka Shunya pranayama that I explained. I'll explain it again in case some people came on late. It's 8 inhales, alternating nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth. So then you pause the breath, focus third eye. And then 8 exhales, nose, mouth. Pause the breath, and then 8 inhales. Keep that going. Again, you're alternating nose to mouth on the 8 exhales. Good. Your own pace always. This really kind of creates some space in the brain, opens up new pathways. Keep it going, just about a minute more. Shuka Shunya, really. And if you can bring even some awareness around the brain, just to the prana around the head, and maybe you'll just even notice there's a little more space. Or maybe not, but just be aware of what's shifting, what's occurring as you do this. Couple more times. Good, and release, and just check in again. Breathe normally. Breathe normally, check in. Notice any shift in you, in the prana, in the body, in the thoughts, everything. Good. The third pranayama, last pranayama, breath of light. The breath of light is simply 7 inhales to make 1 inhale, pause the breath, then exhale through the nose. Every time you inhale, if you can, let your belly expand a little bit. So 7 short inhales. And you pause the breath, focus third eye, gently. We're not trying too hard. And then exhale through the nose. And again, each time you do the short inhale, the belly can expand a bit. This simply signals the whole system like, I can receive more, I can allow energy in, I can allow light in, I'm okay, I'm safe. And again, we go for 3 minutes like this, breath of light. Keep it going. Just another minute or so, breath of light. Good, and release. Just check in. Notice the prana. Stay with the prana. Meaning the life force, the consciousness. Good. And we're going to simply enter the quantum field, and I'll guide us through it. Just drop any critique, any, am I doing it right? Just drop that. Whatever you see and however you feel and see it, perfect. There's no real right way here. So go ahead and see yourself in your mind's eye. And then zoom in toward yourself, toward your heart. And then go in and go into the heart. Feel it beating. Go in deeper. See the tissues of the heart. Again, whatever you see, totally fine. Go in a little deeper. Let's see the cells. Then molecules. We're going in deeper. And then seeing just one atom. So you see a nucleus in the middle and an electron and all the space between that one electron that's flying around the nucleus. So much space on this atomic level between the electron and the nucleus. And then we're going to go even deeper, so go close to the nucleus and then see a proton and a neutron, two parts to that nucleus, and then just pull them apart, one to each side, making space, and then step into that space, into the subatomic, into this quantum field. In this field, the idea of time and space is different. All things are communicating throughout time and throughout space instantaneously. This is proven science. So in this quantum field, we can set some seeds very easily into the field. So the first seed that we'll set is, I am healthy. So you set this seed, and then just really whatever feeling healthy means to you, if you see yourself running or climbing a tree or playing with your kids, knowing that you're healthy, feeling it, seeing yourself healthy, breathing deeply, Yes. Good. That is the seed of I am healthy. It's important you feel it, see it in some way, and then so it is. The next seed is life is my family. So just knowing that all of life is supporting us. Feel what that feels like, but to know that all of life is your family. It's supporting you in you being alive and conscious, and supporting you in your evolution. It is working with you. Life is my family. So see how that feels, to know that all of life is working with you, whatever comes in terms of what you see. Wonderful. For me, it's more of a feeling of, sometimes I just see every organism on the whole planet conspiring that life can exist. And I'm part of that miracle. Like all of life is smiling together, a happy family. Happy family. Good, the next seed is, I am abundant. Yeah, so knowing you're abundant. Okay, and on a physical level, these things you're creating, or visions you have in your life to help those around you. So there's this abundance, and also just knowing that you have that feeling of, I'm full. All these things I'm doing are to help people, and I can help people because I have plenty. Feel that abundance. Know that you're abundant already. This is already the win. We don't have to wait for it all to occur, but it can all occur, and we can create these things that help others. But no matter what, we are abundant because it's a state of being. And sometimes I see the whole earth, and I just fill the whole earth with light because we're so abundant. We can just really call on everyone to wake up, much like the Buddha, Even when enlightened comes back and says, I'm full, let me help you be full also. Good. Last one, I am wisdom. So just know truly that you are wise. You have access to truth and wisdom. And you remember it. So again, see how it feels to really know you are wise, and that you're calling for wisdom, that you're calling for truth in your life. You can accept wisdom and truth. Truth of we are loved, the truth of we know what's right, and the truth of we know we are free deep down. Good. I am healthy. Life is my family. I am abundant, and I am wise. And all these seeds instantaneously touch every time and every space, and also back into the material. And then we'll do one last thing for 1 minute, either for yourself or any other loved one. You can visualize yourself in any part that needs or that you want to have heal. So let's just say you have a hand injury or something and you want to strengthen a ligament in the hand. Literally just visualize that thing and grow the ligament. Visualize the ligament growing the way you want to, or whatever it is. If it's a friend that's going through something, what if it's maybe dissolving a cancer cell or whatever it is. Just visualize that for about 1 minute. See it getting to there, Keep just working it. For just about a minute, that's all. Because we're really in a dialed in state. We'll do it for a minute, then we'll really feel it. Good, and know it's totally healed. Just know it like it's clicking. Good. And then we'll just slowly come out of this field. So again, step back out of the field, see the nucleus coming together, the proton and neutron, then see the electron around it, then see the whole atom, see the molecule, see the cell, see the tissue, see and feel the heart, and then see yourself, and then really feel you're in the body again, noticing the earth, noticing the air, noticing the sun, the sounds, all interplay. This field is always communicating with the material world, always back and forth. And when you're ready, just open the eyes and voila. Voila. Good. So we did some pranayama to really dial in the parasympathetic, expand the awareness, and then jumped very easily into the quantum field, set some intentions, did some healing for yourself or another, and came out. As I was saying on the Zoom this morning, you can use this idea of quickly going in, pulling the nucleus apart, and accessing the quantum field quickly if it works for you. Selena, beautiful, thank you as well. You can access it very quickly, especially as you practice. Good. Tina, nice to see you. Love this healing. I love this. I love this also. I more or less do this every morning in a very quick fashion, because like I said, once you develop the skill, it's very easy. So, yoga state of mind, always nice to see you. Any questions, please let me know. I'll stick around for another 5-10 minutes. I've put my website there for you, adam.yoga. Instead of adam.com, it's adam.yoga. If you join the email list, then I tell you about the Zooms. These are free. There's a 3-session revive with breathwork and meditation that I have up there also for a very minimal fee. And then we keep you in touch with the Kriya meditation initiations I do once or twice a year. Hopefully the next one is in May. But adam.yoga, if you go there today, it's looking how it used to look. In the next few days, it'll have a sweet upgrade. So it'll look much nicer. Just make it easier on people to stay in contact, to do the beach yoga here in LA or to join the meditations and all this stuff. It's something I love to offer, I love to share. So it's not... Let me know, any questions? Good. I'll scroll down, see if there's questions. Sensational said L, connected with the seeds. Really focus on the dial-up state. Practice personally. Thank you. Good. Scrolling down, a lot of thanks. Is the Zoom available? The Zoom, I never do a replay, no. The Zooms are live, and I really like them live. And then now and then, like I did a 3-day session at the New Year, where it was all about reviving. So there was a release, an inviting, and then an expanding, and a specific three sets. Those I recorded and I put up for, like I said, a minimal fee to be able to buy and access all the time. But I tend not to record the Zooms. That way people can also share before and after if they want to, and know it's not being recorded. And it's nice to be live in community just like this. So the Zooms I don't. Can you do this for your kitty, says Jenna. Well, yeah, you totally can. My cat's been here the whole time. And you can absolutely, in that quantum field, you work on your kitty cat. Totally. Had emergency surgery, really struggling. Absolutely. Get in there and give her or him some support. Absolutely. Wonderful. If you happen to be in San Diego, there's a wonderful center down there called the East-West Center for Pets, where my cat went through. He's a miracle cat, much like yours will be as well. So, blessings. Visioned your baby daughter turning the proper place for birth. Wonderful lady with attitude. Blessings on that. Blessings, my Eve. Wonderful, thank you. Eric, lost your mom a few days back. This helped you. Eric, blessings and condolences on your on the loss of your mom. No matter what, our moms, right? Moms, my gosh. So, yeah. Just know, in that, somebody actually asked this morning on the Zoom, they asked, in that field, can you talk to people that have passed? It's like, well, give it a shot, See if you can just communicate or pose a question in the field and see if you see her and talk to her a little. So Eric, again, condolences, man. I'm glad this helped you today. That's fuel for us all for doing this work. Shukra Shunya is so powerful, says Paulette. Beautiful. Yeah, it is. It really, if you're feeling around, me personally, I can feel the brain just really open up. Just the wiring shifts. It's like there's space being created. And this is the power of pranayama. Prana meaning energy or consciousness, yama, alignment. And in essence, when we breathe like that, we stop these patterns that we've been conditioned by society, family, etc. And we create a little interrupt so that we can, let's choose how to program. So Shukra Shunya is really powerful at that. It really breaks. Because when in your life do you to breathe like that? You rarely alternate breaths like this. So it's the body system is like, wait, what's going on? And so it kind of stops the thoughts. And then you get really good at it, and then it's almost like normal, and then you go, wait a second. So then you really just focus more and feel and see what it's doing, and then get more detailed, more subtle into the prana, take it to another level. Good. Tina, sorry you missed this morning. It's okay. You caught it tonight. We did it again tonight. Many people are sending condolences, Eric. Good. Pam Frasca, be here on Wednesdays. Good, Pam. Good, Pam. I think we were messaging on my Instagram over at Eye to Eye Productions. I think so. Good yoga state of mindset. Your brother some healing. Beautiful. Good, Dakota. Love you all. Amazing. Felt whole for the first time in a while. Wonderful, Linda. Thank you for sharing that. I'm so happy to hear you felt whole. That's what, again, this morning, I hate to keep saying it, but there's a little more interaction on the Zoom, so I can hear from people on what they're really experiencing. And that was one of the things a lot of people were saying is you go in to this quantum field and feel so expansive and whole right away in the field, because the field is whole and expansive, so it has that quality to it, and so you are that also, and so it's just kind of remembering what you are. But I'm glad you felt that wholeness, and just know also, if you're not feeling that wholeness, that whatever, like I said, you don't have to try too hard. Just do the practice however you feel, whatever you see. You might go into the quantum field and it looks like a beach, it might look like a jungle, it might just be blackness. For me, it's more a feeling. I'm not really seeing much in the field per se. To me, it's more like a space. So, to each their own. Love to levitate. Nice to see you. Just popped in. That's my craniosacral therapist. I shouldn't say my. Don't own somebody, but I'll post in a couple days here. Love to levitate there, just hopped on. She's an amazing craniosacral therapist here in Los Angeles, right here in Santa Monica. Been helping me post, I had deviated septum surgery. Nice to see you, Jackie. And let's see. Anybody else? Any other questions? I'll stand for 2 more minutes and then back to making movies. Are there any miraculous experiences about the breath work that you have witnessed? Maybe to share later. To be honest, it's miraculous what we just did. I have to be honest. It's miraculous how quickly we can shift from whatever it is we're concerned about in life to then in this incredibly expansive, almost timeless, spaceless state and intention and clarity. That's already miraculous. So yeah, I consider that miraculous. And I've witnessed that just here today, every time we do it, to be honest. So I consider that miraculous. Every time I remember how grateful I am to be alive, I consider it's a miracle. I mean, we can breathe and we're all doing this. This is a miracle. Come on, we don't have to look far. Lady with an attitude, not finding Adam.yoga, www.adam.yoga, no.com. It works. It works. And if you don't find it now for some reason, in a few days it'll be updated and looks so much better, probably by the end of the weekend. But Was most of my training through Anand, yoga state of mind? Yeah, most of my recent training from age 30 onward. So the last 17 years was through Anand. I started, if you want the quick story, I started reading Deepak Chopra's book Ageless Body, Timeless Mind when I was 15. So I came in through science. I was a very science-based kid, studied engineering in college, but was very drawn to that Native American wisdom in my younger years. And then when I got to college and a meditation tape, someone had it in my dorm, I really just grabbed it. And a tape, literally audio cassette tape. Yep. And started meditating when I was 18, freshman year of college, and never stopped. I just found it so powerful and would meditate down by the waterfalls. I was at Cornell University in Ithaca, and they have these waterfalls, and I would go down there. I mean, amazing waterfalls right through campus. Sit down there and meditate for 30 minutes, and the whole world shifts. Again, miraculous, totally miraculous. And then you come back up from these amazing waterfalls. Anyway, so I studied through books, through my own practice. In Australia, I went to a weekend Buddhist retreat when I was on exchange there. Then I was after college, I'll spare you the whole thing, but I was playing soccer after college. And I found myself in Singapore, and then after retired from soccer, I went to Thailand and meditated for a month there. I was at a monastery, long silent retreat as well, 10-day silent retreat. So what I'm saying is there was a lot of Buddhism, a lot of Buddhist teachings as my base growing up. And then around 30 or so, got to India, and yes, then studied with Anand and really a lot of these pranayamas and the things I'm teaching now, and a lot of the pilgrimages. As you know, I motorcycled through the Himalayas without knowing how to motorcycle over the highest road in the world. That was my first documentary, The Highest Pass. And so yeah, I've been studying with Anand for probably 17 years now. And 17 years. And so yeah, he runs the Sattva Center in Rishikesh, India, I mentioned earlier. And I consider him my brother, I consider him my friend, and I consider him my guru. And Sattva is my family, and it's a second home. And my guru's father is like my second father, and he says, Adam, why haven't you visited? He gives me shit just like my own dad, like, come visit. And it's sweet, it's very sweet to have family across the ocean and a place to call home. So yes, my training is mostly in the last 17 years with Anand, and part of that training is not always like direct through Anand. It's the places we go, the temples we visit, the centers we go to where you're just getting energy and experience. And like I said, the pilgrimages teach. And this is part of why I loved studying with Anand is it's much how, like I taught soccer. I taught soccer through experience. I would create things for kids to make them learn and make them use their awareness and make them use skills and challenge them in different ways, like using 3 soccer balls at once and 5 goals and things to build their ability to look and be aware through experience. Because you can only teach so much of a sport through words. You have to create games so that people grow. And so the experience is the teacher. Anubhava, I believe, is the name in Sanskrit. The growth, the learning we get through experience. And so that's one thing I feel Anand is superbly amazing at, is allowing the experiences to teach and stepping in when he needs to. And so yes, Anand, I've been studying with him for a long time, and the pilgrimages that we've gone on have been the great teachers, and the Himalayas have been great teachers, and these temples have been great teachers, and the projects I work on have been great teachers, and you know how it is, life teaches us. Good, I'm a traveling motorcycle riding virtual yoga instructor. Love that you rode motorcycles to the Himalayas. Yes, Sabrina's wonderful. If you haven't seen the Road to Dharma 10-episode series, so The Highest Pass was the first documentary. That sets the story. Then the follow-up a few years later is the Road to Dharma, and that's a 10 half-hour episodes. I offer that for free, but it's also on Gaia, and you can rent it on iTunes, and that'll blow your mind if you're into yoga and motorcycles and the Himalayas and all that stuff. It'll blow your mind. So now you guys know a little bit of my history and how I got here, and It's fun to sum up a life in 2 minutes. Soccer is such a great sport for children. It is. It teaches awareness. It teaches so much. So much. I coached soccer for 15 years, since I was 15 till 30. Then I left Michigan and came to Los Angeles and started documentaries. There it is. Good. Go play soccer, everyone. Have a wonderful dinner or night's sleep or good morning to all the Aussies on the Sunshine Coast. Namaste. We'll see you next time. Feel free to reach out through adam.yoga, and we'll get you on the Zooms and things that we do and all the other special things. I have a special thing coming up this Sunday as well with a healer. It's free, but reach out. Okay, thanks. Yeah.